Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. This will be the last video that we're going to shoot in the lovely Big Bear Lake, California. So you can see my environment's different. I'm here in an Airbnb, which is this lovely little cabin. And today we are going to be talking about the importance of audio, and more specifically, the last microphone I will probably ever own. And depending on when you're watching this, that microphone drops today or this week, and that is the Saramonic SG MS1. So we're going to put this aside and dig through everything that it comes with and everything that it does. But first, let's just dig into the importance of audio and my experience with audio. Now, when it comes to audio, I am not a super technical guy, and this video won't be super technical. I grew up playing in bands and recording music, and I still make music for fun in my own time, but my technical knowledge of it does not extend much further than like very simple recordings. And that also goes for my filmmaking. I know enough to get the job done. We've all been there, we've all been the one-man band. We have to understand how to get at least decent enough clean audio for things like interviews, short films, documentaries, behind the scenes, etc. And I think I'm pretty decent at that. Even videos like this, I need to know how to get at least clean enough audio for my YouTube videos, which I've been exclusively using the Saramonic lavs for like over a year now. That was my own decision. They did not reach out to me to use these lavs, but they did reach out to me to send me the new SG MS1 and give it a try. Although I do get to keep this microphone and I will definitely be using it, they do not have any influence on my actual review, my thoughts on the microphone and how good it is or how bad it is. And right now, I can't tell you that because I have not used it yet. We're actually going to experience that in real time. We're going to test it using my camera and using my Zoom recorder. But I am excited to try it out because we all know audio is way more important than video. That sounds crazy coming from a guy who's a cinematographer. People will forgive a poor looking image way more than they will forgive bad audio. So you have to know at least enough to get a clean audio feed. And this microphone does it in a variety of different ways, which is really cool. So before we sit down and go through what it comes with and then actually try it out, I'm just going to go through some of the exciting specs that this microphone offers. First off, the connectivity. You don't need any more crazy adapters and Frankenrigs anymore with this mic. It will do USB-C, which is great for connecting to your phone or maybe your computer if you're a streamer or you like to record straight from your computer. It will do a mic jack, which is great for plugging straight into your camera. Wonderful for things like YouTube videos, documentaries, behind the scenes. And it will do proper XLR input if you want to connect to a more professional audio device, which we're also going to try in this video. The other really exciting feature this mic has is the flexibility. It is both a cardioid and bidirectional microphone, and it has 3 different settings for those features. Basically what that means is it can be used as a more traditional shotgun mic and catch what's coming more directly at it. It can also catch more environmental spatial sounds surrounding it with its bidirectional mics on the side. And it can do both at the same time if you want that. Furthermore, if you're using both at the same time, depending on the audio device you're capturing with, you can actually separate those channels. So you can record spatial audio and directional shotgun mic audio at the same time in separate different channels, giving you a ton of flexibility in post to adjust those levels. It can also connect to the Saramonic app and you can adjust the parameters of both of those settings. So you can actually adjust the degrees of which the microphone is capturing sound. It also has a built-in battery that lasts up to 5 hours, which is great. I'm not going to test all of those features in this video, like connecting it to my phone and adjusting the actual parameters of the audio it's capturing, because honestly, that's just a little too technical for me. I want to know if it works for my purposes, the things that I like to do, which is basically connecting it to my camera, see how clean the audio is coming out of this mic, and connecting it to my Zoom recorder to see how good it works with a more professional device. That way I can judge if it's good enough for things like documentary work, behind the scenes, my YouTube videos, and if it's good enough to capture clean audio for things like short films or even a feature film. If it's good enough for that stuff, that means the flexibility you can have with connecting it to your phone can just make it even better. So I don't necessarily need to test that for myself in this video. All right, so let's get into what this mic actually comes with. All right, so we have the mic right here. We're gonna go ahead and open it up and see what this thing comes with. All right, I'm gonna pull it out. Nice little protective casing here. Ooh, okay. Now I have seen this before, I just haven't tried it out yet. But it comes with a really nice hard shell case. That's already a huge win. These things alone are not that cheap, so anytime a product comes packaged in this way, I'm already like, well done, well done. Go ahead and open it up. All right, there we go. I'm not gonna do the tabletop thing because I'm just not like an unboxing type of reviewer. We'll just get into what this comes with. So obviously, first off, we see the microphone. Pretty decent size, nice and compact. It has a little twist knob for the directional, the spatial, and then combining them both. That's pretty cool. Then it has a little low cut right here that you can switch on and off. Has the power button, which I imagine you just hold down. Yep, blue light, so hold down and it powers up. Pretty easy. Hold down and it powers off as well. And then you can see on the side here it has USB-C as well as the 3.5 mic jack. And it has this nice little cover for the XLR. You can just pop that back on. That's the microphone. Open this up and see what it is. Oh, nice. Nice, so a little mic stand holder. That's awesome that they include that. Comes with a dead cat. We love that. Has everything in the box, which is awesome. This looks really good quality too. We will probably throw this on when we are outside. But for inside, we're just gonna get a clean feed straight out. It also has a nice little foam cap. These are always nice to have. And then it has all of your cables. Yep, this will be the XLR breakout. Let's see, this will connect to your mic, and then these two will connect into your professional audio device. In our case, in this video, we'll do that to my Zoom recorder. It has two 3.5 jack cables, and it comes with a USB-C cable, and then a USB-C to, I honestly forgot what these were called, lightning port or something. It's like on the older model iPhones, but that's awesome they include that. It comes with everything. You will not need to buy anything else with this kit. And just when you thought I was done, it comes with a shock mount. A really nice shock mount. It has a cold shoe here at the bottom. Yeah, this is great. That's everything that it comes with, really nicely packaged. We're gonna switch back to that other setup and we're gonna start testing this thing. Okay, we're back. I switched to a wider angle, so when we're trying out the microphone, I'm just a little bit closer to the camera. So this is me on the Saramonic Lav kit, which I use for so many things. And now we will switch to the Saramonic microphone. But first, I think we need a running sentence that we can just use for all of these tests. I like to try to be funny, but I'm really tired, so I'm just gonna keep it very simple. Hi, my name is Ben Meredith. I'm a cinematographer based out of Los Angeles, California, and I really like microphones. Okay, now we're gonna switch to the microphone using the directional shotgun setting. Hi, my name is Ben Meredith. I'm a cinematographer based out of Los Angeles, California, and I really like microphones. All right, so I'm seeing pretty good levels on my camera. Again, I won't have any thoughts on this until I put it in my computer and actually hear it for myself. But right now, the mic's just mounted on top of my camera and we are capturing the directional version. So I do have the fan on going right here. Let's take a moment of silence and see how much it picks that fan up. And just to test even further, I'm going to remove myself and I'm going to speak over here. I'm on the side of the microphone now. We're going to see how well it picks this up in the shotgun mode. Then I'm just going to walk back over here while I'm still talking and see how well it picks up compared to when I was on the side. Right, now let's switch to the spatial only. So it's just gonna capture the bi-directional spatial audio from the side of the mic. Hi, my name is Ben Meredith. I'm a cinematographer based out of Los Angeles, California, and I really like microphones. All right, this is the spatial only, and I do see the levels seem to drop a little bit, so that makes sense because the frontal, more cardioid mic is not activated right now. Now let's take a quiet moment and see how much it picks up that fan noise compared to when we had it in the other cardioid setting. Okay, cool. Last but not least, I'm going to walk to the side. I'm going to continue to talk, and we are just going to see how much this picks up when I'm on the side of the microphone for the spatial audio compared to how much it picks up when I'm standing directly in front of the camera. Okay, now we're going to switch to the last setting, which is capturing both at the same time. Hi, my name is Ben Meredith. I am a cinematographer based out of Los Angeles, California, and I really, really like microphones. Okay, so this is capturing both the cardioid and the bidirectional mics at the same time. I can actually already see on my levels that it is separating it into two different channels, which is really cool. Let's take another moment of silence and see how much it picks up the fan noise. Okay, and let's see when I walk around to the side of the camera how much it is picking up my voice, or how much my voice changes when I'm talking to the side of the camera compared to when I walk directly in front of the camera and talk straight into the microphone this way. All right, now we're switched back to the shotgun approach, the more directional cardioid mic. And again, I don't know what any of this sounds like, but it seems like it's picking up my voice pretty well. I'm hoping it's capturing the complete tonal range of my voice, all the way from the highest highs when I get really excited about something, maybe even down to the lowest lows where we talk in movie trailer voice. In a world where one man has to risk it all. What am I doing? Why do you guys watch my channel? I'm a psychopath. Anyway, okay, next up we are going to go outside and test this mic on my Zoom recorder using the XLR inputs. And this mic does have phantom power, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but it does have phantom power. And you do need to power the microphone up to use it on the camera. Again, the battery lasts for around 5 hours, which is great. So next time you'll see me, I'll be outside. Catch me outside. All right, so now we are outside. I put a hat on because it is too hot for a beanie out here. And we are recording to my Zoom H6 recorder. You can see here it has the two channels, a mono and a stereo, straight into the mic. And this is the cardioid setting. So this is more directional shotgun mic approach. Hi, my name is Ben Meredith. I'm a cinematographer based out of Los Angeles, California. And I really, really like microphones. Okay, so again, I don't know how this is going to sound, but we're just going to go through the settings. So let's switch to the spatial audio. But first, let's see how well this picks up just environmental noise, and take a moment of silence here. Okay, so there's some birds chirping. It's pretty nice. And I'm just going to twist it this way to see how that affects my voice sounding. And then I will switch it back to more directional, so you guys can just see what it picks up at different angles. Now we're going to switch to the spatial only setting. Okay, so this is spatial only. This is using the bidirectional part of the microphone. Hi, my name is Ben Meredith. I'm a cinematographer based out of Los Angeles, California, and I really, really like microphones. So that should be catching maybe my voice not quite as well, but definitely the surrounding environmental noise. Let's take a moment of silence to hear it pick up that. Okay, and then again, we're just going to twist the mic this way to see how it picks up my voice in this direction compared to when I talk directly into the mic here. And now we are going to the setting where it uses both cardioid and bidirectional. Hi, my name is Ben Meredith. I'm a cinematographer based out of Los Angeles, California, and I really, really like microphones. So theoretically, this should be picking up my voice very well as the surrounding environmental noise. Let's take a moment of silence. Okay, and then let's see how it picks up my voice when I twist the microphone this way and I'm still speaking, and then I twist it back so it's picking up my voice with the cardioid. And I think that's about it. I'm going to go listen to all these files, and before I do, I realized I made a mistake. I had the low cut filter on when I was recording all the stuff straight into camera. So we're going to do one more test straight into camera with the low cut filter off. Then I'm going to listen to all these files, and then I will give you my final thoughts. Okay, so I'm not going to test everything that we tested before, but this is with the low cut filter off. So this is just the regular straight from the mic plugged into my Nikon ZR. It's probably catching up a little more of that fan noise because that's directly behind me. Now let's test the spatial audio. Okay, so this is the spatial only test. So this is the bidirectional mics that catch the spatial environmental audio. I'm just going to walk around the camera really quick to see how well it picks up my voice over here compared to when I walk back, and here we are back in frame. Now let's test both of them together. Okay, and this is both of them together, the cardioid and the bidirectional. I totally forgot to say that sentence we were using, but you guys are probably sick of it. At the end of the day, you just want to hear audio, right? So this is me, this is my voice talking. Here's what it sounds like when I come around to the mic this way, and here's what it sounds like when I enter back into frame, speaking directly to the camera. All right, now I'm finally going to go test all of these audio files, and I will see you guys with my final thoughts. Basically, my final thoughts are I still have the microphone up top. You don't see any lav right here. It is definitely good enough for really clean audio straight into your camera. Now, it's not going to be a lav, but the quality and sound of a lav versus a shotgun style microphone are really different anyway. In a really ideal world, you're capturing both, so you just have more you can play with in post. But for quick videos like this, where I'm closer to the camera, I'm on a little bit of a wider angle lens, this thing is more than good enough to capture really nice audio. I also love that it does it in a variety of different ways. Gets really nice spatial audio, but also really nice cardioid directional audio for things like voices. Now, obviously, you guys saw the quality is going to be better when it's put into a professional audio recorder like my Zoom H6. That sounded as good as really most mics that I've ever tried. I would definitely use it for things like narrative filmmaking, short films, and even feature films. But I could also certainly use it for corporate interviews, branded content, or other things of that nature. So this thing is great for really everything. You can vlog with it, you can do documentary with it, you can do behind the scenes with it, or you can do narrative filmmaking. So after listening to all the files, I think what I said in the beginning stands very true. This will be the last microphone that I ever need. Remember, we all love images, but good, clean audio is paramount for successful content. With that said, I'm gonna go find some pizza in Big Bear, and then I come back to Los Angeles in a couple days, and I'll see you guys on the next one.